24/3 doesn't seem so far away. But in the world of 3 minutes to 8, changes have been immense. Enormous megalopolises have replaced cities, and cars cruise the skies while on the ground various robots go about their activities. In one of these futuristic cities lives our nameless alter ego, who wakes up one afternoon feeling confused and with few memories. Strangely, everything seems new to him, but that's not the strangest part. A narrator follows him everywhere, as relentless as taxes. Most importantly, his time is limited. At 7:57 we are destined to die, only to awaken in an apparently unbreakable, infinite loop. 3 minutes to 8 is characterized by not having a single plot, but rather various possible paths that unlock based on our actions. There isn't one true story. They are all equally canonical, but vastly different in how they explain events and the nature of the protagonist. The characters are few but well written, with dialogues that are not overly long but lively. As I mentioned earlier, the gameplay of the game revolves around the time loop in which we are stuck. Time is limited to 24 minutes, but there isn't an inexorable timer. Instead, it advances 1 minute every time we move from one location to another. Within the same location, we can perform an infinite number of actions, without time moving forward, unless we intentionally smoke a cigarette, an action that advances time by 1 minute. The first games are obviously destined for failure, and seeing the protagonist die once we reach 7:57 is normal. However, at the end of each game we can choose an inventory item to bring with us into the next life, thereby speeding up some parts. I personally didn't particularly appreciate this way of interpreting gameplay, especially because unlocking some endings is quite simple. Talking to the characters will get you a couple of easy ones, but in other cases it is tied to random and fortuitous events. This can lead to stringing game after game without accomplishing much, inevitably leading to monotony. This feeling is heightened by the lack of options to speed up already seen dialogues or skip the initial part altogether. Seeing the same dialogues 10, 20, 30 times in the few available locations where the same characters move is definitely not for everyone. This randomness of events also makes it difficult to estimate the game's longevity. I believe it takes between 8 and 12 hours to find all the endings. The game's graphics are remarkably well crafted and evocative, but above all they are vibrant. The environments, albeit limited in number, are teeming with background characters in motion, animations of vehicles passing above our heads, and impressive lighting effects. Naturally, the main characters are more detailed and unique, but the overall quality is quite high. The game features a well-done English voice acting, characterized by tones that are often exaggerated in a cartoon style, but with fitting and convincing performances. The music is excellent, with some saxophone pieces so beautiful that they could be easily enjoyed even outside of the game. "3 Minutes to 8 is a challenging game to evaluate. Personally, I found it weighed down by monotony that sets in after the first few hours, exacerbated by the fact that some events are linked to chance and luck. It's technically excellent, but certainly not for everyone's taste, so it should be approached with awareness.